I've been just listening to the birds go crazy for about 45 minutes now, and trying to gather my thoughts and put all my feelings, everything that I feel, into some kind of context and some kind of thought process. Some words. Sometimes you can't put your feelings into words. You just feel it. And sometimes you're taking a chance putting your feelings into words, hoping they come out the way you intended. But we're walking through another doorway, or we have walked through another doorway, where no matter how much work we've put into what was, it's changing and it's revealed itself. And we know, or we have a good idea of the people in our life and what's going on. So now it's time to take what we know and be clear on how we're going to move forward. There was a long time ago, someone gave me this big paper about grieving, and they said, grieving, there's no time limit. Grieving can go on and on. There is no specific time you'll grieve for this long or grieve for that long. Grieving is grieving. But although we grieve so much and what was and what isn't anymore, we have to make room for other things in our life. And that, is the truth. And we have to realize where we are now and ask ourselves that. Where am I now? And where do I go from here? Some people, we're all consciousness. We all come to this world as souls. We all drop in like raindrops from the sky. And some of us, are here to just make a few ripples. And others of us are here to cause tsunamis, So your purpose, what you hold in your heart, what you hold in your consciousness, and you also know that you're working on. You can't quite translate them into words, but it's there, it's real, and it's alive within you. So, the world puts fear on us, and it blocks these abilities that we have within us, within our soul, And at the same time they're being activated, the world is trying to deactivate them. So it's keeping balance. Balance is the key to all of it. Taking time to yourself, being able to breathe, and if you're in a cluttered world, and if you're by yourself, being able to also invite other people in and socialize. So wherever you're at, there's got to be a balance in that. Understanding things are an illusion is great, but it's also an illusion we have to maneuver past. And we have to, be very strategic in how we make our next move, to not allow ourselves to be, targets. So we have to protect ourselves in order to fulfill what we need to fulfill. One of our biggest fears, and most people's biggest fears, is not to fulfill what they've come here to do. So, doing our best to stay balanced, doing our best to understand that there is a place for loss and there is a place for grieving. And it's not to dismiss that or dishonor what you've gone through or the people that have been in your life. You bow to your past. Thank you. Thank you for showing me the way. And there's many scars that you can obtain. A warrior doesn't get anywhere without a few scars, right? Mentally, physically, we all have scars. And our scars, excuse me, our scars do tell our story. So balance is the key here, no matter what you've been through, no matter what you're facing right now. Keep yourself safe. Do the next logical step to keep you safe, as well as remaining connected to your spirit, to your soul. So it's all in the name of balance. Everything is in the name of balance. You know, wise men said, what is poison? And the answer was, poison is anything that's consumed too much. Anything is poison if you do not balance your way through it. And this is just an echo. I'm just echoing words here. I know to accept what's happened to you is very, very important. It does free you. It does free you to make the next move. And, we all forgiveness is something that we're all walking towards, is forgiveness. And it is a process of layers of understanding, of speaking to God, the universe, to spirit, to nature, to the wind. It's all a process. Forgiveness is the understanding of what was meant to happen, and to see your life that it couldn't have happened any other way, and not try to put, well, if I did this and I did this, it would have happened like this. Acceptance is accepting where you've come from and what you've done. I'm losing my voice now. I've talked a lot today already, and it's only like probably 9 o'clock in the morning, and I've already talked more than I usually do, that's for sure. So be gentle with yourself in the process, and keep yourself safe, keep yourself protected. Do what you have to do to maintain your safety. From a world that, is ready to rip the rug right from under your feet at any given moment. Walk in nature, if you can. Or sit by a window and glare in the distance. Glaring in the distance is good. Go for a drive, let things move past your mind. Remove blockages. Action is good. Try to unlock the cage you're in and not be crippled by your thoughts. Allow yourself to be free of those for one day. And that way the heavens can rain, their golden dust of love towards you, where it will relieve you from the suppression of what's crushing you right now. Namaste. I'll see you on the path.